Hey everyone, welcome to episode 13 of our 100 Days on the Alien Planet Apex Survival Series. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Potato Tuesday so far. Hey Duke, it's great to see you. How are you doing? A little bit of a funky start here in the beginning. Dr. H is running a little bit behind, so I have Apollo. We're just gonna wing it. I may have to pause here and there. But I wanted to get it started.
Everything is awesome.
Nighttime, day 25. Thank you, Duke. Yeah, we were going to finish up the Dragonfly, our new building skiff, and start the outpost today. We're being greeted by spiders already. Hi. Hello. Ow. 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 I'm not gonna shoot him, gun. Maybe our turret's out of ammo. It could be out of ammo. Hey, Fallen, how are you doing? It is great to see you. You're listening while in a meeting. Okay, so if you weren't here last stream, we were working on our new build skiff, which we got named Dragonfly. We laid down, you can't see it right now, but we laid down a foundation over there. Explosions, Phil, coming in with the boom. How you doing, Phil? Hey, Prime. How are you? Get free food right when I start. Okay, I want to finish up the top of this. is the big thing I want to do here. These all on auto lock? No, they aren't good. Get our light on. Apollo wants back up in my lap. We will make do. Maybe Apollo will talk to chat. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Fall. Pretty happy with it. So when are we going to be able to make vodka with your potato mod? You can make... There's vodka VIX, Bill. There is a vodka VIX drink. This is not the color I want. Let's grab some steel plates real quick. There's actually... I've added a few things to the potato mod over the past few days. For one, I've made it so the vodka VIX actually reduces some radiation. And I added Ivan's soup. Well, I'm thinking... I want to cover the batteries here too. So there, and there. Yeah, Ivan's soup's actually really good. It's an 80% fill and 100 health. Is an awesome soup. Probably also do 2 here. Yeah, the vodka, if you're in space or anywhere where there's exposure, sun exposure, it's amazing. It's not a ton of radiation removal, but it can help. Because right now in the game, there's not any way to remove your exposure that fast. There needs to be a shower in the base game or something. I'm thinking of mimicking... We just got a little bit of greebling here that I want to do before this is done. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the soup came out. Thank you, Fallen, for reminding me too. I mean, I knew I had to make the soup, but just... It wasn't in my main focus. Is there any downside to the vodka? Like maybe a healthy... There's it takes 10% of your energy. And it doesn't give much food. Its main thing is just... It's 45% of radiation. That is its main... job. Did you see the shower mod? Yeah, I saw it, but it's sadly a mod. Fallen. We need a base game way of removing radiation. In my opinion, they need to add a base game way of just removing radiation fast. And I'm not talking about the anti-radiation med kit that gives you immunity. Just something that... So you're not sitting in a cockpit or something, or just waiting for it to go down for 5 or 6 minutes. Boom. Who was that with the boom? Marcus, welcome in. Not that focused in Marcus yet. This is a funky beginning to a stream. I currently have Apollo in my lap. Still waiting on Dr. H to get home, but I thought we could do a little bit of micromanaging with Apollo and streaming. I feel everybody would understand. Just trying to greeble this in here so it looks good. Now we can just attach those there. Everything is awesome. I did, okay. It's not looking horrible. Could we do just some... I'm thinking of just doing some of these. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I just put a cap on the center. Or even what is that? An access panel? Yeah, one of these would be perfect. Bye. I know you've run quite a few community build events. Do you have some reward for winners or what you do? Foxy's been wanting to build one for your processing we've recently got. Yeah, I generally do any of the actual competitions we do. I always have rewards. The last one we just had any choice of DLC or a $5 Steam gift card. But we've done bigger competitions. Like the food truck one, we had a 3-tier, a first, second, and third place. Generally with Steam gift cards. I was lucky enough on the greenhouse one though that Keen offered up DLC codes. Generally Dr. H is home by now to watch Apollo, but she's a little bit behind schedule. I just want a cap converter or a cap back here. I don't think there's anything else we need up top. Yeah, I just want one of these caps. I think that looks pretty good. That's a nice platform to build off of. I would even be so far to do I have put 2 of these on either side of here. I skipped that song. Yeah, we're gonna blueprint this real quick. Dragonfly Skiff version 2. Might need some lights on the top, honestly. Let's go look at, I'm gonna go look at the so this is the structure we started for our outpost last stream. Probably gonna need top lights though. Yeah, let's before I move on, let's add 2 lights to the top. Needs a, oh yeah, it needs that green. Someone wanted green on the cockpit. You are right, Phil. Someone said green. I'm thinking of like a lighter. We'll find a good green. See. Well, I kind of want these up here. Probably do these right off of here. Do I have the paint gun? No. Let's grab a paint gun. Do I have a paint gun in here? No. Let's craft a paint gun. Should be able to make one. What are we missing? Nothing. What is wrong with the assembler? Is this on recharge again? Please tell me this isn't on recharge. No, it's on auto. This is connected up, yep. Why is the assembler not on? Did I disconnect something somewhere? No, the assembler's running. Assembler is on. We should have iron, nickel, silicon. We missing, hold on. Thought maybe we didn't have the room to place them. Yeah, we definitely have the room, so why isn't it? We have silicon right there, iron, we have nickel. Why aren't you producing anything? Oh, I'm trying to make that in the survival kit. There we go. Brain. Work, brain. Yeah, we'll get a paint job after we get our paint gun. That should work for now. Let's put our paint gun in this slot. There we go. I want kind of like a... I think we can actually work with this green right here. Maybe still sticking with the battered. Where is the battered? There it is. Yeah, that green looks really good. Probably add more green than just that. Probably do that and then extend it back somewhere. Maybe these thrusters. Yeah, that works for now. How does that look? Ow! Got struck by ice. I would add some more green. Just thinking this. Did I go too far? Oh, that block's not built. We have friends. Can ice strike you, please? The innards. Yeah, the innards are green. Where's EC when you need them? Talk about innards. Definitely no shortage of spiders. Definitely no shortage of spiders. What does the bottom look like with that? So just get these in here. Apparently I didn't finish building that either. Got struck by a chunk of ice again. Let's heal up a little bit before we die to ice. Dragonflies are bright colored blue and green. Hey Dennis, how are you doing? Meant to shout something out in the beginning of the stream and I totally forgot. Marcus, are you able to link? I have a new merch line that I'm not able to show off right now because I don't have it open. But we, from the last stream, it gave me some awesome ideas to make a merch line for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So it's show me your taties. I made this cool little design and 50% of all sales are going to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And we've already had a bunch of sales, which is awesome because you guys are awesome. For some accent color, some blue. Yeah, we can definitely have some blue. Definitely have some blue. I'm just seeing what I had this in my head to do. I'm seeing what it looks like. Man, I really did miss some of these blocks. Just got struck by ice again. Yeah, I like that. And then what if we added a blue? What if we added a blue? What color blue is this? That actually doesn't look bad. Do the battery also and then run it. Battery. I like it. Thank you, Marcus. This will do for now. Let's blueprint this up. It's 1 a.m. We have to go change our day. Pretty happy with that for now. That might not be its finished look, but I'm pretty happy with it. It ticks. Day 26. Let's eat some spider meat. Heal up a little bit. And then let's start working on our outpost. We need to get to being able to plant potatoes because that has to happen, obviously. Not smack into that. So yeah, this is the platform I was going to work on, and eventually I was going to move pretty much everything up here. I almost forgot that was flying. We must be getting a ton of power right now. Those wind turbines are going fast. But yeah, we need a bunch of steel plates. We should be good on steel plates right now. Let's go grab steel plates and load this thing up and test it out. Where are the connectors in the back? Should be able to jump up. Yeah, perfect. What do I need to dump? I need to grab some steel plates is what we need. Of course, I get smacked the second I get out. Let's actually get our assembler making some stuff. Just so we have some stuff set. Just some basic components. I don't know that it can even make those, but we'll set it up. 1,000 steel plates. Hundreds, like 100 of the other stuff. Reactor, blah blah blah. What else? So we are going to need a solar. We're going to need power cells. Anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. I think that's good for right now, but we do need to grab steel. That is annoying. Load this thing up. We got to see what it can load up, actually. He flies, that's all you'll say. I think that's good for a little test flight here. Yeah, we're good. I want to test the ability of as close as we can there. Nice. So I could grab both of those. Get struck by ice. Let's just grab a bunch of steel plates. Definitely need a pressurized area. Sweeney Mark, how are you doing? Kind of a chill day today. Definitely a very chill day today. Didn't miss much. We just finished detailing the Dragonfly a bit. I also had my son for a good portion of it. Dr. H just got home. So now I'm fully here. We have not grown any tater tots. Hey, Amrock, how are you doing? We're getting towards that right now. Okay, let's look at the shape of this right now. This is square. We don't want square. We now want to figure out designing to rounding this off. Hopefully this is actually a very chill building stream. It is what I want it to be. So I'm actually, wait, we're gonna have to be in this. Sometimes forget I don't have a jetpack. So what do we want to do with these edges? We have stuff in here. Oh, actually, we could use that blue. We could use that blue for an accent color. Probably not that one. Where is... What am I looking for? We could do this. No, no, no. I have an idea. I have an idea. We are going to do half blocks. We'll finish those down there. You'll see what we're going to do. Yeah, that'll look good around the corners. I'll have to figure out how we're going to do it over here, too. Dragonfly, that's what I'm calling those spiral cut potatoes from now on. I always like blue. That's why I chose it for Volsing Industries. Oh, I have other good news. Other good news. I forgot about this other good news. The episode 4 of my beginner series is coming out this Friday. Isn't that great news? I finally got time to work on it, and it will be coming out this Friday, along with the blueprints of the ships that I'm building in the episode. On. There we go. Can I get one under here? Yes. Oh, where did I leave you? Over here. Any unknown signals? No. Yell at me if there's an unknown signal, because I would like to get our seeds up. We also would need to find... Did we ever find... base? We have this station. That one's up in space, though, right? That is on Titan. That station's over on Titan. Doesn't really help us, does it? Oops. That happened. Forgot that I didn't get inside of it. Something we're gonna have to pay attention to is where we get into the cockpit. That's going to allow us to build... Maybe we can stand up on top of this real quick and get this situated. Should be able to build from here. Yep. How high do we want to go? That's probably good. Too high. Hey, Michael. It's great to see you. How are you doing? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, if I could find a station close by. That could be our roof. And we'll bring this up. That's not where I meant to put that. To there. Do the same thing on the other side. This will come together. It's all about building a box first and then shaping the box. For me, at least. I almost always put half blocks around any structure I make. It allows for a bit of depth to your buildings. Hey, Chad. Quantum Tater, a smaller channel you watch because of the name. I recommend your potato mod. I also told him about Duke's farmhand script. We'll see if he implements either. That's awesome, Chad. Does your ship have a control block in case you fall? Yes. This ship has a remote control. Dragonfly Skiff, we can fully remote control this. We're being smart for once, Prime. Hey, Devil Cat. Cattle. Devil Cattle. It's great to see you. Do you have any tips when it comes to building a faction standard light fighter? A faction standard light fighter. Are you talking a small grid or large grid? Looks like the beginning stages of a concert. Are we building like a concert? No, this will be an outpost. Might not even need to go this high, but I'm thinking of having a second floor in it and making it very close quarters. Let us get in here and place these blocks real quick. Small grid? I don't know that I really have tips. I'm not really fantastic at that. My building is so... I build as I go. It's not like I'm sitting there thinking about what it needs. I just freeform build. Other than the fact that pay attention to its thrust, especially braking. You want maneuverability if you're going against what you're going to be fighting against, and also depending what you're going to be fighting against, the weapons. For small grid, I always like having fixed Gatlings. I like having rocket launchers. I don't always use the reloadable rocket launchers. Yeah, very organic. I just build, yeah, I build definitely straight from my brain, not too much thought into it, just like this. I have an idea that I wanted an outpost building up here, but I definitely don't have a picture in my head, or I'm not taking inspiration from anything. I'm just building. It's also really good to get ideas, and I'm not saying steal ideas, but to get inspiration from builds on the workshop. The workshop is filled with so many amazing builds. Great, it's corrosive. Build from the heart. Are we really gonna... Do I have any medkits on me? I do, okay. Feeling loads better than yesterday, Prime. Oh, were you sick, Chad? Oh, you're sick, Chad? Oh, I hope you get better fast. Do you think you'll add a welder to the nose of it? I definitely won't, Sweeney. That would... I like my ships to have specific purposes. I would not just add a welder to this. I would build a welding ship if I want a welding ship. Where did that unknown signal go? Over there. If I'm going to make a utility welding ship, I'm going to make a utility welding ship. I'm not just going to add a drill or a welder to the front of this. The purpose of this is to build off of and scout around. Where? Okay, right there. Give me something good. That's not bad.
Inventory full.
Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, stop it. Another thing is rebuilding stuff into something that works for me. Yeah. And don't... It's okay to not be happy with your first design. A lot of my design... Like, I'm currently built a ship, a large grid fighter that's going to be a commercial in the near future. I say large grid fighter. No, this is a heavy cruiser, large grid, and I am going through many iterations of designs with it and testing it thoroughly. Just muddling through the tail end of whatever it was. I was pulled off asleep, but okay, yeah, just like a little minor cold. Sorry to hear you were going through that, though. Man, do I hate being sick. I don't know anyone likes being sick. Like this, what I'm currently flying here, this little building skiff, is probably going to get rebuilt and reworked at times, because while I like it, there's definitely room for improvement. Hoping we got seeds from that. How did we get in this thing? Okay. The most fun part of this game for me is building and then improving upon that build. Because I'm somebody who really enjoys going into combat, getting my ship absolutely wrecked, and then figuring out how I can better build said ship so it doesn't get wrecked as badly. I mean, your stuff's gonna blow up no matter what. It's just gonna happen if you're dealing with combat. We have to figure out the ways that where it doesn't get blown up as bad, that it's easier to repair after combat, which I currently have. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show off my ship. If you're a part of the Discord, which you should be a part of the Discord, you have seen a little bit of sneak peeks of Volsung Industries' next release. As that wind turbine tree came into view, it was a real Eldritch. Yeah, tentacle. He thought something was coming at me. Out of the ice lake. Build, destroy, redesign, build, destroy, repeat. Exactly, Prime. Always rough out the shape and they'll build pipes and then rebuild and rework the exterior to fit the improve upon. Yeah. So, and that's another thing is, I always jokingly say, and I know other people say this too, is that almost like I'm working with clay, is I will reshape a build so many times until I am 99% happy with it. You have a large grid that probably has like 12 iterations before the outside was just somewhat done. Yeah. And then a lot of people who build, probably the same with you, Fallen, is that even though you say the build's done, it doesn't mean that you're done reworking it. You're just gotten to the point where you're happy with it for the most part. Am I not close to that? No, I'm not close enough there. Okay, Storm, I'm ready for you to stop being a jerk. But at some point in a build, you have to call it a little bit, at least to like a finished prototype or stuff. That's another thing I like to do. I like to prototype my builds. I like to build a very rough design and call it a prototype and work on it from there. So it'll be like missing a ton of greebles, be in a very functional state, and then work on it from there. Fly it around, use it in whatever function it's in, and then if it does the function right, then I start adding things it's missing. Maybe it doesn't have enough landing gear, it doesn't have enough storage, enough battery. Something's missing. You just improve upon it from there. I will say for combat ships though, redundancy in your conveyor lines is a must. And heavy armor around very important parts, like your batteries that are keeping the ship alive if you're relying on battery power, or your reactors. I could jump up there, right? Yeah, I think so. I will get to that eventually. I really just want a pressurized space right now. I'm thinking inside this, I might do a pressurized space and then run a single planter in here. Just to plant something. Like a single plant. Okay, let's go up a little bit. Look what we're gonna do with this. How are we on battery? We're good on battery. And yeah, and if you're building, I mean, something I do, and this is mostly with large grid ships, is I always have a cargo container attached to the turret or fixed weapon that in case a cargo line, like a conveyor line, gets damaged, that you still have the ammo for that weapon in that cargo. Because you can use Izzy's inventory script to make sure that that cargo container always has it, or the or always has the right ammo, or you could use we've been using a mod, an inventory manager mod. What is that called, Marcus? If you're still here, automated inventory. We'll be using that mod, and you can also with that mod tell it certain cargo containers to hold certain components or ammo. Don't forget you got in the cockpit from off the ship this time. Yeah, thank you, Sweeney. That's not what I wanted. Izzy, yeah, Izzy's is funky. That's why we've been using the other thing. But you say broken, but I'm currently using Izzy's in this world right now. But I've never used auto crafting, Morton. I don't use auto crafting. I use production quota. Automated inventory sorting Munchie's fork. That's what we've been using in a private survival server. And it works really good. It's just a slight learning curve. Marcus actually wrote up a really cool guide for it. Trying to think what I want from here. Still not happy with that hard edge right there. But we can always fix that down the line. Let us work from this level real quick. Oh, look at the sun's rising. Yeah, it's having issues with the new food item. Izzy's is not actually broken. It's just autocraft is funky and it doesn't like the new, it does not like... We need windows. It's hard to think and build. It does not like the new food items. But I never used Izzy's autocrafter, really. What do I want here? I was thinking of doing something like that. How's that gonna look? I want to get that welded up real quick and see what it looks like. You're trying to learn items and such, they get relegated. Yeah, maybe just not use the autocraft, but we're using the sorting. I always use Izzy's just for inventory sorting. Just want to see what this looks like real quick. Oh. Oh, that's a horrible place to dock. Still flying though. I had a feeling that was eventually going to happen. We can just slap a projector on here. It's not that bad. I was seriously sitting there thinking too, when I was going up, that I'm gonna smack into something eventually. Yeah, I blueprinted this. I am a serial blueprinter. I love spamming blueprints. Is that everything repaired at least, or welded up? Yeah, it looks like it. Let's go get a projector and fix this up real quick. We definitely lost a chunk of resources though. Projector. I just opened my fortune cookie from yesterday's Panda Express. It says, you attract cultured and artistic people. I don't know how it's a fortune. You feel fortunate? Yeah. Projector. Dragonfly Skiff version 2. That's not what we want. That's one of the direction. Where's our forward? Is that? Yeah, that's perfect. You're probably gonna have to move that dock. Why does it look like it's shifting? Is that weird? What is going on? Heat protection. Show biddle mark. Okay. Perfect. Luckily, it's a very simple design, so it shouldn't take long to repair this back up. Your Izzy's autocraft has been fine with the new food stuff. Just set seeds as non-disassemble items to ignore, and it runs fine. But it has most food options ready to grab and go for me, and that's interesting because it's not updated. To my knowledge, Izzy's is not updated. A little kaboom here, Eddie. I went up into my, which that looks fine. I went up into the solar. Was not thinking. I mean, I was thinking, but I was not thinking clearly. Come on, grab it. Oh, do we have? No. Missing this whole area here. Constantly sounds like there's spiders around us. Raise this up just a little bit. Grab all this stuff under here. We didn't break any of that, luckily. How you doing, Eddie? Yeah, it was a little gentle boop. A pop, whatever you want to call it. Just move the ship up with my head. What are we missing? Unfinished. Something up top is unfinished. It's got to be. Oh, it's gonna be all the greebling we just did. Not all of it though. It's actually still pretty much here. I was being a bit careless. Yeah, I was. I definitely was being a bit careless. Parking underneath the power flower. Is that it? Come on. Why don't we just grab? Sounded like we're grabbing the components for those. Hi, how are you? Lag. Okay, what are we still missing? We have unfinished blocks somewhere right there, right there. Same side, this side, yep. Something up top, is that it? Looks like just one block up top. And then we'll put missing blocks on and see if we're missing anything. Missing blocks. Any missing blocks? That might be it. Projector. Complete. Nice, nice. Okay, what was I grabbing? I was grabbing parts for the window up there. Before we kablamoed. So let's go do that again. Have the windows somewhere in here. Let's grab a few of them. And then we'll head back up there. There needs to be a meme where you boop like a dog's nose or something, then a nuke goes off. Sorry. I am back. It needs to be a meme where you boop a dog's nose or something and then nuke. Yeah, nuke goes off. What was I doing? Going back up. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to get in down here. I want to get in on top. On top. On top. Yeah, let's try this again. It's got to be more careful or move that docking area. Probably a good idea. You're prone to accidents. I have to make sure my landing pads are very clear vertically. I've been pretty good so far with that, to be honest. It's only a minor sidetrack there. Yeah, I'm thinking that, and then we mirror that over there. Just want the same bottom. Would that be this? To mirror, yeah. And then the same thing up there. That's not the right. There we go. And there we can look out at the ice lake. And even do another one right there. Or we can do a viewport. It's gonna look very... I'm not liking that. I want more of a view. At least at this level. At least these are the same parts. You good, Dragonfly? Trying to think what we could do right here. We could technically do something like this. I don't know how this is gonna look. That power flower is not gonna be there anymore, Chad. All that stuff down there is gonna disappear. Everything down here is not gonna be here anymore. Gotta stay away from you, taters. Let's recharge this a little bit. And then when we lift off, we'd be smart. What's that on the ground? What's that on the ground? Something dropped when we blew up. Oh, we didn't actually lose all our stuff. Awesome. Another storm. Another storm. Yeah, all this stuff down here where I'm currently at is gonna probably disappear. We might run a pipeline down there and have a either a park drill ice miner. I don't even know that we need that. How is our refinery doing? Still just doing... We're doing stone now? Nice, nice. How much iron are we sitting at? 124,000 iron. Look at all this ice we have. Look at all this stone we have. Look at all this iron. Yeah. We might need to pause that PAM miner at some point. What is our... That's our large container, right? No, our large... The one on there is fine. The base large cargo container is filled. Just need a rake. Do I need to make another ice rake, Eddie? Okay, let's lift off and then go to our right. Let's be smart. I don't know how I'm feeling about this right now. I'm gonna have to build this and then back up and see what I think of it. Okay, let's back up and see what this looks like. That looks like a weird face. What is the drone dropping off? It's probably a mixture of ice, iron, and stone right now. Yeah, we definitely could ice rake this, but we don't really need ice. Ice is not our... I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with the way that the window situation... It's like, almost looks like we're showing you variations of windows. Oh, that's not what I can grind first. But let's also, yeah, let's grind this out this way. Stop smacking me with corrosive elements. So let's rethink this. What can we do? Can we do anything with the bay windows? What about... Oh, wait. I have an idea. As we're dying. Do I have any more med kits? No. I have power kits. Hey, Foxy. It's great to see you. Just hopping in to say that everyone better make sure to like the stream. Yes, like if you're enjoying the stream, please like the stream. Consider subscribing. I do this every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You should also go subscribe to Foxy over there. She streams with Fallen, who was here earlier. The expression of the wall says it's not. Yeah, it wasn't happy either. Do a bay window that sticks out. Yeah, I was thinking a bay window, or I was actually thinking of something else. Not a bay window. My bars are all messed up. Something in here that we used for the something like that. Yeah. I'm actually thinking that. What would we need? Girders? I don't think we have any girders. We are dying out here. Yeah, I'm thinking that what I just had, Eddie. The bridge ones. Yeah. We're thinking the same. I need to go heal up. Where is our PAM miner? Still... Whoa. Flying a little recklessly here. Something's getting shot at in this... Where are you shooting? I don't even know where that just shot. Let's us charge again. Let's try and keep this thing charged. And then remember when we take off to be smart. But yeah, I was here to heal. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, I was thinking on top would look really good. I want to get that very open looking, because the ice lake could be a really cool view. There's a spider by the platform? Oh, where I was building? Probably. Come on. Come on. Let's be smart. It's so dark right now, even though it's the morning. What thrusters are off? I have 2 thrusters off. I just noticed 2 of my thrusters just off. Why did that just drop us? That was weird. That was weird. So yeah, I was thinking like this. And then we can window out from there. Maybe big windows. What do I have on here? Like something in here. Can we? Do we need to do? Really not happy with this storm. Something like that there, and then can we get the big? Like that. I think that'll look good. The storm is relentless. Yeah, I think that'll look really good. Got shot. Did it despawn already, though? The spider? Yeah, I have an idea for what I'm going to bring it out a little bit from the platform. With, I'll show you. I can actually do it right now. My brain is in full build mode right now. So I was thinking, we have there, we would need these like this coming off of here, and then we can just do these running along here. And that there. I think that'll look really good. I don't want to build blocks right up against the window. We could probably mirror that a similar way on top. Or hold on. We could do this on top. I need to get over there and grind that and leave it half block. Thought you saw it on the left side. I thought it was getting shot over there somewhere in the crags. Is that close enough? Nice. Yeah, we can just do that. Raise the roof one block to mirror. So I was thinking this, and then watch. We're gonna run two spines that run a little bit higher down this side. Then in the center, we'll bring it back down like that. So then we can get full blocks here. And then we'll do half blocks here. Yeah, that's going to be a very neat looking building. Yeah, we definitely can get a glass roof up top. Yeah, I think that's going to look really nice. Let us finish this off. Then it would be what? Did I come too far? Oh, that should be right? And then the halves. That's not where I wanted that. And then these. Nope, that's this side. That right there will be our building. It's gonna get a really unique shape, and it's gonna look really good when we finish it. I'm gonna get the core. I'm thinking on the other side of here, though, I do not the same glass structure. Maybe the new. I haven't actually used the new conduits too much. Let's go down and grab some steel and grab some components. I have a bunch of stuff I need to grab, and we need to charge this up just a little bit. That's not the way we want to be around, though. We want to be facing this way. Let's look at this. Let's bang that around a lot. charge that back up. Grab our... Let's dump this stuff. Grab the stuff from our build planner. For the windows. And then grab more steel plates and stuff. We can actually grab like an assortment of stuff. Some girders here. That. Dump that all in. Just load up. What else? Construction components. Steel plates. Put one of the round doors and flip it vertical so the door goes up. I don't like the round doors vertical right now. They don't make sense with the flooring. If you look at a round door right now, it doesn't make sense flipping it that way. Show you what I mean. So this way, the floor is now on our right side. Or if you do it this way, then the floor is what, on our left side? Yeah, I don't like these vertical. They don't make sense. But I'm glad they added inverted options. Did I grab enough steel? Starting to jam stuff in here. Good. Give us all of the stuff. You had insurance stuff already, but then you put it in a temporary container. Yeah, I put it in a temporary container. We'll say that. I put it in a temporary container. I definitely just put it right in the temporary container. Yeah, it's a minor thing. If it doesn't bother you, it's fine. But to me, it's one of those things that bothers me just a little bit. There's a spider. You see that dancing spider down there? I hope he's having a good time. I need steel. Bothers you a little bit. Yeah, there's a bunch of design elements in this game that some people are okay with, like the conveyor ports, leaving conveyor ports open. Some people are fine with that. I'm not one of those people. I like to cover these yellow, for the most part, cover up the yellow conveyor ports if I can. Now that we grabbed this, we don't have all the bulletproof glass. We have enough to build it though. Well, that's gonna look really cool. Maybe we'll do like an open, something open in there. What are we missing? That and that. Let's just get a lot of the steel done, honestly, before we go back down and grab more components. I want to get a lot of the steel done. Actually, just jump up on here. Let us lock real quick. Grab steel. And then go work on this. I really want to do glass roof here, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. Also not completely sold on this all being armor right here. We might replace some of that with interior blocks. I want to get this up so it's actually held together, at least welded up. The rotary airlock saves air and prevents death by decompression. Yeah, it just looks horrible, Michael. But that's one of those things. It's like you can enjoy it, but it's not something I particularly like. I like my modded blocks to look like they belong in the game. That's gonna, like, this is gonna bother me. We're gonna have to put something in this corner to block that. I didn't set up the mag plates on this. Which mag plate is that in the front? I don't actually know. Bomb magnetic? See how this is looking right now. Yeah, it's looking a lot better, but a lot of this needs to be replaced with a lot of it needs to be replaced with some interior blocks just to give it a better look. Also repainting. I don't think it's all going to be blue. I am thinking of at least going out to there with the half blocks. And then what do we want to do here? We do something again with these. Bring these up to here. For a nice, like, centered. What do I have right now? You can actually place some of these. Do that and then do this. And do, what do we have here? 7. That in the center. What's that gonna look like? I like that. Pretty happy with that. I like using, so if in my builds I like using elements, so if I'm using these bridge windows, I'm going to keep using these bridge windows throughout other places in the build. We could then actually go over here to this side. And then go into these and do that. So I should do 2 there. Do I have interior? I have interior plates, I'm pretty sure. Then mirror the same thing on the other side. Bridge windows along the sides too? Yeah, I could. Oh, they're hideous. They're hideous, Sweeney. In my opinion, they just don't match with the aesthetic of the game. Is my problem. I'm not saying that the model itself is bad. I just don't think it matches with the aesthetic of the game. Which a lot of the old blocks, like even this door right here, where is it? Doesn't match with the current aesthetic. This. Look at that. It just doesn't fit in anymore in the game with the current look of everything. That's also my opinion. It's not a fact that it doesn't fit in. It's just how I feel. Just because I say it doesn't mean that's what it is. Hey, Rami. It would suck, Rami, if you had to lurk for some reason. It's bedtime here, Fallen. Oh, see you guys. See you, Foxy and Fallen. It was great to have you come in. Do we have... Let's grab this all. I'm gonna grab all this. I don't know that I grabbed the big window down. Let's grab that real quick too. What do we have in our bar real quick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can't grab anymore. Not supposed to just take your word for everything. Yeah. Yeah. Just realize that everything that comes out of my mouth is purely an opinion. Well, some people I don't think are that great at that and think that I think that's just the way it is. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Difference of opinion is a good thing. Looking at the model of the frame, the rotary door is very similar to old vanilla door you don't like, so that checks out. Yeah. It's just that really, it needs an update. If it had an update, it'd be fantastic mod to me, Sweeney. But I can be very picky about looks in this game. Make the stuffs. I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff, and then I'm gonna actually run up there and grab the other window from my build planner. Oops. Hey guys, do you remember what happened last stream? Is that still down here? Are we missing that? We gotta go grab that unknown signal. Is that still down here? It disappeared. Trash cleanup got it. Trash cleanup got it. It's not down there anymore. Interior doors, I two game windows in them. Interior door. Yeah, those are old school, like shutters. The old doors. That looks ominous looking at it from the bottom up. Come on, make the stuff. Make the stuff. Are we the bad guys? Phil, are we the bad guys? Okay, let's go get that unknown signal. Let's go get that unknown signal. Let's say hi to our little Pam miner. And go get that unknown signal. We are going to have to full charge this at some point. It keeps running out of battery pretty quick. Forgot our forward and back is not fantastic. I feel like we're gonna meet a spider out here. Zombie suit. Just got a zombie. I've been actually getting some really good skins lately. Potatoes! More potatoes! And some unknown meal pack. We're actually just gonna drop that. Because I will probably accidentally eat it and it'll probably murder my face. Potatoes. If you don't have the potato mod, you should. If you're out in space with the potato mod, it's amazing because that vodka VIX really helps with the radiation. I may put that in there because I'm currently playing on a private save in space a lot. Throw a colorable solar panel on it to give it the dragonfly wings. I don't really want a solar panel. We're good, yeah. I wouldn't mind an encounter. We don't really need that. This needs to be mostly a build stream, but I wouldn't mind an encounter right now. Get back and charge up just a little bit. I want to get up to above 40 before we go back up there with the stuff. You're welcome? For what, Marcus? I have not seen anyone get hurt from the unknown food yet. Some of the food, the unknown food definitely... Maybe not the unknown food, but some of those food items definitely murder you. Hey, Chaos. It's great to have you live. I'm glad that you're enjoying the VODs. I just had to reinstall my Windows, so I lost my previous games. As soon as I get the chance to play, I'll be looking at all the food mods. For sure, getting coffee. Coffee and potatoes are fantastic. Sarek also has a food mod, which I haven't got to mess around with too much. But Engineer Coffee and I tried to stay very vanilla focused with our mods. If you can see, like if we go to the food production, how ours fall in line. And I actually just reorganized mine so their fill value order. So we have 18% with the Bruiser bites, 20 mash effect bonds, 65 with the shepherd's pie, and we try to keep the recipe in line with similar ones, so they're pretty balanced. And then Ivan's pottage, I love this one so much. And then we have our wildlife ale me, which is kind of a gag one. This one just hurts you. 10% health and plus 10% food. And then we have our vodka VIX, which is actually negative 5% battery, negative 45% radiation, and then 3% food. The closer you get to the power flower, the more charge you get. I didn't know that, Chad. That's amazing. It's amazing, Chad. What are we up to? 42. Let's get that charge just a little bit more. Let's deposit our potatoes. That's why I haven't actually checked Sarek's. I don't know how balanced his are, and I would rather use ones that are pretty balanced with the vanilla recipes. While you wait for a charge, is it worth adding another power tower to speed up future charges? I mean, that's not really... Did we run out of... Yeah, sorry, we ran out of uranium. I don't really want to add another power flower right now, because we're going to be tearing all this down. May cost components. We're going to build a power flower somewhere up on this area, because it's going to be better. We're also going to build it higher now that we have the skiff. Also gotten some great recommendations for more potato themed items. It's we have actually on the Discord, if you're not part of Discord, join the Discord. We have suggestions for food right now that we're doing. French fries, poutine. What else are we, I think is on there right now? I can't think right now, but those are at least two of them. We're at 51%. Nice. That's good. Go up, finish these windows. I did not run up here and grab this stuff like I said I was going to. Better, higher, faster, more power. Yeah, it'll be all the best. It would be a massive upgrade. All the things. Let's actually get smart and just do this like right here. Let's grab all this stuff. Do I need any from here? Did I build up the... Okay. Those... Oh. Didn't finish welding that one. What was that jump? Would you add moonshine as a potato themed item, or is Keen funny about adult mods? I think it's fine, Sweeney. I can add alcoholic. I have vodka VIX. Scallop potatoes? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Oh, pierogies. Pierogies is another thing I'm missing. We definitely need pierogies. I'm just not sure if I'm doing fried pierogies or just standard pierogies, like boiled. Sauteed. For no jetpack play, if you don't have a skiff or other flyer, but the power tower on a hinge. Yeah. I saw Beeble was doing that, Chad. I don't know if you've been watching Beeble. Yeah, so I was just showing it. Vodka is actually a mod, and this, I don't think it's overpowered. I think it's balanced pretty well. Did I grab? Let's go grab the other windows real quick, and then go down there and grab the components for them, and then start sealing this thing up. So what do we need? Just these two windows right here. You love pierogies? I need to get some now. Yeah, I haven't made any pierogies. I generally fry them up in a pan. I grew up with fried pierogies, so I love pierogies. I also like them boiled. Boiled pierogies isn't bad. I'm definitely at it. About 9 more potato recipes I'm good for adding. I don't want to go too overboard, but I think 9 more would be perfect. EC and I are also looking into having unique unknown signals that drop. Maybe Volsung Industries or ECI signals that come down and drop you specifically like potato themed meals or coffee themed meals. People building those towers are funny. yeah, that was something to watch. But now that we have the skiff, we can make some pretty decent power flowers up there. I also want a solar tracking. Hey David, it's great to see you. How are you doing? Should we just grab some more components in here? What do we have in here right now? Yeah, we could use more stuff. More interior. We don't really have any interior plates. Add cappuccino with potato cappuccino. That's on EC. EC could maybe add a cappuccino. You like to air fry them, then I'll pan fry it with some sliced kielbasa. Yeah, kielbasa. There we go, Phil. Oh, Engineer Coffee. Did I talk about EC and he appeared? That's how you summon them. You talk about coffee. Do we not have any interior plates? Why am I not seeing any interior plates? Oh, there they are. What have I been up to so far? Well, we crashed this. And then we've been building our outpost up here. We found more potatoes. Well, we've been building this our first little building to our outpost, which I'm thinking is going to be our living quarters. It has a really nice view of the ice lake when we eventually tear all that down. I don't ever remember how to pronounce that. Is that Noki? Noki? Marcus? Did I? Okay, I did. I always mess up pronouncing that. It's also not something I eat very often. I've had it before, but I don't eat it very often. Aragath. Yeah, Aragath doesn't show up here anymore. I don't know. I think he's busy doing his job. Probably busy doing his job. Nioki? Nioki? That it crashed a ship? Yeah, never, never. He said he was sorry he was latte. Nice. I completely missed that. Gnocchi. Gnocchi. So like that. Gnocchi. I'm totally not going to remember that. Gnocchi. We have another storm rolling in. We have an unknown signal we need to go grab though. Gnocchi. Okay. What's going to be in this unknown signal? Gnocchi. I'm gonna have to say it like 500 times before it actually gets programmed in my head. Ooh, we get some metal grids off this one. Button. I jumped right over it. Button. Oh, yeah, we got that good the zombie one. So we're probably not gonna get anything else that great anytime soon. Don't hit my dragonfly. Interior plates. Interior plates. Interior plates. You decided to go to Mars today? It can be windy. Yeah, Mars has storms constantly. That is your pure hard mode. If you want to start right now and you want like hard mode space engineers, it's Mars. There's no forageables, no animals. It is rough. And the storms are crazy. You get hit by Deborah 500 times a day. The phonetic pronunciation exactly, but close enough. Okay. Thank you, Eddie. And Marcus. It sucks sometimes if you don't know how to pronounce something and you're a little scared to ask because you don't want to sound stupid. But I sound stupid all the time, so it shouldn't be that big a deal, right? Okay, we have enough components. We can just go straight up here and then figure out what we're going to do building-wise to finish this out. I'm trying to think of the entrance. I'm thinking the entrance might be... I might lay that out right now, actually. Let's park this way. Let's actually lock this down right now so it's not killing battery. Perfect. What am I gonna want? I want something for a door. Did I hear? I thought I heard a spider. I just want to lay this out right now. Got me a coffee bean, so ready to go and get a greenhouse cone. Yeah. I was actually thinking having the entrance off this way or off this way. Actually, that looks nicer that way. So, do we have a center? We don't. How did I end up even on this side? That's fine. We'll just work with it. Deborah is a cruel mistress of Mars. And the ice stuff. You like to watch comedians? Jeff, I don't know how to pronounce that. Where a couple of Gen Zers pronounce Rog. Rogue is Rog? Why would you pronounce it like that? Weird. Do I want that in like that? We're actually gonna need to place Are we getting smacked? We're getting smacked by ice. Or do I want it? Yeah, I kind of want it like that. I actually kind of want it like this. I want it out like this. And then we'll have this one in here like that. That will be our airlock into this. And then I was thinking, let's get this out of our build planner real quick. Do I have any, like, the catwalks? Yeah. I need some construction components. I believe we have a bunch in here. Let's lay this out real quick. Stop smacking me. And then we do, like, that. Yeah, we do something like this. And this will be our entrance into the base. I think that'll look nice. That is insane. They had never heard it out loud, so thought it was a pronounced. Yeah, isn't that one of the most misspelled words, Phil? Where they'll do rouge. Rouge. Did I grab, I didn't. Let's grab stuff from our build planner. That, and then this walkway. Goodbye, son. It was nice knowing you. It's gonna be an awesome little building. We might do, so this might be like a living, we'll have like a little entertainment living area and also like a sleeping area in that main building right there. We'll do some like modular buildings off of that with some hallways, I'm thinking. I'll be closer this way to the lake. Maybe? I actually don't know. I don't want to block the view of the lake. How are you doing? Let's actually check how you're doing. You might be done your job. Control. Oh, this is the wrong thing. We want to control panel. Is it this remote control? No, it should be that one. Job is done. It did its job. Congratulations, Miner. You did your job. We shouldn't need that for anything right now. Because that grabbed a ton of resources. We needed to expand our storage. How are we doing on this? I didn't even look at this. Finish outpost build. We're still doing that. We're going to need an algae farm, a farm. We did paint the dragonfly. We can actually do that. Build searchlights to target small grids coming in. Oh, I didn't do that. We'll do that when we finish the, you know what I'm talking about? Because I don't. Let's grab a few more of those. Put stuff in there. What else do we need to grab while we're down here? What else do we need to grab while we're down here? I'm trying to think. Can always use more steel plates. Get smacked. Let's heal up while we're down here, actually. Another unknown signal. We're gonna have to go after that because we need our seeds. We can't just survive off of mushrooms. I mean, we have our potatoes, so we could start. I think we have other stuff too. Luckily, we have meat. Let's go grab that unknown signal. Where is it? Behind us. Come to me, unknown signal. Oh, this is the one with the thrusters. What is it doing? Oh, did it trigger because it's near me? It's freaking out. It's taking us down. Oh no, it's taking us down. That was slightly scary. We're good now though. If it was any other one, we could have just caught it. Can you just land already? It's the weirdest unknown signal ever. Just stop. No, just... Stupid unknown signal. How are you still flipping? Didn't find anything. Did I accidentally grind down its... Yeah, I did. What was in this? Engineer coffee! Come on down. Dump all the stuff in there and head. We gotta. I want to finish this out. The outpost. We have all the resources. This is not the right direction though. Wake up, chat. Wake up. We're gonna need a little docking pad for this too. Okay, let's go grab this stuff again. Could have parked closer, couldn't I? Definitely could have parked closer. Explosions? Marcus. We all need more coffee. Yeah, the chat needs more coffee. Did I not grab this stuff? I apparently didn't. Workplace drama? I hate workplace drama. Luckily, I don't have workplace drama, really. Except engineer coffee. Working with engineer coffee. Is something. I really have nothing bad to say. We should have the components for that. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice little entrance that we'll have. I do need to get a floor in there. What do I want there? I guess it doesn't really matter. It can be just an armor block. But that door right now is kind of a little floating. What? Workplace trauma today, Dr. H. Yeah. I get to hear about that later. Yeah, yeah. Would love to work for you guys. Are you taking applications? I'm tech savvy. If I had money, I would hire all the people. We're heading in that direction though. As content creation, your support has been amazing, and it just keeps growing. I actually have an idea for a docking pad of this right outside the door, and we could tee off the graded walkway here, or we could just have it right here. Instead of buffs from not dying, it should be buffs from food items. Yeah. I wonder if there's a way to do that. There probably is a way to do that, Michael. We could actually raise the health past 150 with food items, I feel like. Yeah, we're getting really close to 3K subs, and I don't know if you know this. Every 1,000 subs, we do a community creation showcase where I live stream and you guys get to show off your awesome builds. And I go through each one of them and try to showcase them and shout you out as much as I can. So once we hit 3K subs, we're doing another one of those. We are really close to 3,000 subs. That is insane to think about. Okay, we need to close off of this. How do we want to do this? God, I want to stop getting smacked by stuff. This is all, I don't need this anymore. How do we want to close this off? I'm thinking a light. I'm thinking of, I don't want to get smacked by frickin' Debris. No, this isn't Debris that's smacking me right now. I'm thinking we could have a light right there. Or up. On top. Right above the door. I'm saying right there though. This weather is horrible. Then we can do an interior block. Let me grab some stuff.
Your health is low.
Thinking this interior block like that on this side and like that on this side. I need to get in my ship. A vent. No, you'll see. I do vents a little differently, Phil. We'll get a vent in here though. Let's eat. We can pull in from the outside, right? We'll do something underneath, and then we'll do like a duct system. Yeah, we'll do a vent underneath. I need to get everything up here as fast as possible, honestly. Probably put an O2H2 underneath also, and a hydrogen oxygen tank. I need to go heal up though. Yeah, I'm not doing a closed loop airlock because I really don't think it matters too much on Alien Planet. What do I want to grab? I want to grab parts for that stuff that I'm talking about. So we can get the... At least temporarily, we could get the survival kit up there. We do need the heal, though. The lab O2H2 with the bubbles. Maybe. I mean, it's going to be underneath. I don't know how much it matters. I didn't even see there's another unknown signal already. Okay, let's look for an event. Let's go in here real quick and look for an event. In my bar, I have to have an event somewhere, right? Maybe not. No, there it is, 3. It's this one we want. Let's grab 2 of those. Dump the components. And then, do I have ducts? I don't have any ducts. That should be good enough. I was sitting here for a second. What else? We need the... I need my tanks. We need one of these. And then let's dump those components. This is so crazy. I have tanks in here somewhere, right? An oxygen tank. I want this one. That damage is insane. Got all the parts for that, and then we need a hydrogen tank. No, we don't need a hydrogen tank. For the living quarters, we don't, because we don't have a jetpack. You thought you would have more points than that? How many points do you have, Phil? I don't even see your points. You can type exclamation mark points. I think that shows your points. Oh, we need to grab more meat. Cooked meat. Let's put Engineer Coffee in his place. $410 potatoes. Okay, that should be everything we're gonna need. Yeah, I would love that, David, but I don't actually know if they would do that. What is this? We don't want a food processor. What do we want? Do we have a survival kit anywhere? Yeah, right there. We make the metal. We should be able to make the medical components. One more. There we go. There we go. So now we can make a survival kit up top. Oh, let's go set that up right now. We'll so we can get this pressurized as soon as possible. That everything is off and knocked you out. Okay, underneath, we're definitely going to do some stuff. What do we want? I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Let me look in here. We are going to do... I don't worry about it. I want to get the survival kit and everything up here right now. Even if it's temporary, we can move it around. So, no, let's go over here. I did say I want that corner, but I don't think I want the survival kit over there. Let's do it right here by the door. What do we need? A conveyor. We could technically do this here. What is... No, it'd have to be like that. We just temporarily put a block there. Do this here. Then we'll do the survival kit here. That is ports. Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Duke's back from meetings. Hey, it's Rev. Yeah, it's great to see you both. How are the meetings? Duke, I bet not that great. How you doing, Rev? It's great to see you. So yeah, then off this underneath, we're gonna have to do. We have to figure out how we're gonna pressurize this right now. I was thinking that we do that. We do a vent 3. Was it like that? And then we do the Willis duct 2 right there. So that nicely hides the vent and makes this look, this will pressurize. The vent will flow through the Willis duct and pressurize this room. You could also throw a food processor next to this, the survival kit. Depending if we want this, our kitchen. This could be like our little med corner. I need to get the oxygen tank. That's what I need to worry about right now. If I do an oxygen tank, where was that? It's here. Like that. Or do I want it like this? I think that will be better. It's funny, I'm playing Space Rangers 2 in Billings, so you're going like this and that, and I'm thinking, like I'm thinking out loud. It's funny. Is there any other functional blocks we would need to put under here? I mean, we could do a vent under here that's going to pull in oxygen from the outside. That's what I was planning on putting right here. Yeah. Sorry, but my brain, I was thinking for a second there. I grabbed all the stuff. What do you mean I don't have 4 computers? What did I build that I shouldn't have built? Don't know what I could put here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I could put. I mean, a cargo container is not a bad idea. There's no functional block I can think of to fit in there other than a cargo container. If anyone can think of one by the time we get back, I'll definitely throw it there. But we don't need a hydrogen tank in that base, at least. We could. Do we want to throw like an irrigation? Do we want to throw an irrigation block in there? Do I have an irrigation still? No, I got rid of it. If I grab a farm... No, okay. I'm thinking of having a single farm plot block just in that building. What are you building right now, David? Okay, let's finish up this vent. We need to grab the parts for it. And then we could put an irrigation in that spot, I think. What are you saying? I don't have computers. You're never gonna get me with that again. I don't have computers. What about the fences? I'm not worried about the fences on this right now. I don't feel like flying back down. It's not really worth it either. I probably am gonna have to though, because I don't want the vent on the outside like that. I want to do another where it's gonna pool stuff like that. Do I have parts for this? I don't know. I actually don't think I do. New base on Mars. I've dug a big hole and have plenty of base for it. Nice. I've heard Mars is lovely this time of year. So then we'll turn this one on to depressurize. And then we're going to cap that up. Probably with like a... Maybe even that here? What am I thinking? Am I going to bring this back down here? That doesn't look that great. Maybe we'd have to use one of these blocks. Could also do that block there. Trying to think. Do I have steel plate, I think. Yeah, I have a bunch of steel plate. I need to eat some of that. Doesn't look horrible. Doesn't help me figure out what I'm putting down here, but it doesn't look horrible. It could just be that, though. Then I was thinking irrigation somewhere down here. What do we need for the irrigation? How does this need to plug in? We just do that and then do a cargo. That has 2 on the top there. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm just gonna do an irrigation right there. I think I'll do a cargo container. I don't have the computers for that either. I'm so confused. I thought I grabbed all the parts. I swore I grabbed all the parts. We'll get some defenses though. I'm thinking some little encampment turrets. Okay, then a cargo container here. Maybe even a cargo terminal right down here. That's not a bad idea. Missing computers. I am not flying back down here for computers or the missing components. One problem with this though is, where's that irrigation block? Is that here? No, it's right here. And there is nothing on the other side of that irrigation block. So we would have to do a conveyor up here. And do our little farm right there. Those new blocks are quite awkward to place at times. 2 connectors on the bottom. Yeah. They are funky connection points. I do not have any motors. This is frustrating. I thought I grabbed all this stuff, but I did not. I didn't grab stuff for this though. I didn't think I was going to need a conveyor. And then we could just put a farm plot right on top of this and just have it a little farm plot in here. I'm probably going to need to run back down, aren't I? Nope. We have all the stuff for that. Nice. Yeah, and then we can just plant like a single thing here. Just in this building before we get a greenhouse, we can just plant and get our seeds going. Okay, let's work on pressurizing this now. We have that all set up pretty nicely. We have connection points under here. I do want to do this though. Just because even though it's out of sight, those bother me. Just knowing they're there. Look, and that's already filled up. Nice. So once we get this, we can get oxygen here once we figure out what we want to do on this side. We also need to figure out how we're going to close up the top of that. Let us figure that out real quick before we figure out the other side, because then maybe we can like mirror it a little bit. Crap, did I just get in? I knew it. I knew it. Is there a single crop that makes food apart from algae, or do all the meals need multiple food types to make them? Most of them need multiple. I don't think there's a single crop that just makes a meal. Okay, so probably are going to do. Do we want to, or could we do this? We could do that. Still not close enough. Not on that side. Then what do we want here? We could do... What could we do? I was thinking that for a second, but that doesn't really make sense. Are we just gonna do these? Across here? Trying to think if I want that or not. For now. I know I just put one in there. I didn't mean to. Is it worth having the number of farm plots you need to grow enough crops to make meals then? Or is this purely a one at a time seed gen farm? So this is just to get some seeds and get some food here and there. It doesn't take that long. We can just plant something and then grab it. I mean, we're going to have a greenhouse up here. We'll see. This is actually taking a while. But we're going to have a greenhouse. A pretty decent. I'm thinking a 15 farm plot greenhouse. Okay, now what do we want on the other side? Does that look okay? I wish it was daytime. Yeah, that works. And let's mimic the same thing on this side. Or this is eventually going to do, yeah, we'll mimic the same thing, but this is eventually on this side going to do probably go out to another building. Like have a hallway. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wall this up right now, and then we can figure out. Oh, there's another friend. We can figure out designing later on. I would just love to get this pressurized. This stream, at least. You did 12 block farm, so I can grow 4 of each plant. Yeah, I usually do 15. But I'm counting my plants as plants. So I want like 2 of each. And engineer coffees. Those are just vanilla plants to me these days. Yeah, I don't need it, but I don't want to just rely on spider meat. What? How am I not hitting you? It's one of those ghost spiders. But it's generally good to have a good amount of farm plots, so you can grow a few crops of each. So now we just need to figure out this side, which we can bring down similar to the other side, just not with windows. Thought we were touching. Now we are. So where's that spider? Come here. Where are you? Are you still stuck over by this tree? You are. What is wrong with you? Hi. Hi. Okay. So what that would be this block. Then this block. You good over there? Oh no, not one of those ghost spiders. Nice. Oh, what do we want here? It was just the, like, that. Then that. And then we want these. We could have made a little exit off this side, to be honest. I mean, it's fine that we don't have that. Now, what do I don't want to just make this flat on this side, but I'm not really sure what to do. Part of me just wants to seal it up right now. Just to have it sealed. I have an idea. I have an idea. Just for now. Still gonna be a ton of glass. Just turn the way. Yeah. Can we grab most of these components? Do I have the bay windows? Can these work at all right now? I'm trying to think. I don't think they will. Let me see something for a second. No, we don't have like an angled. Trying to think what I want to do here. Probably just put this for now. Or no, we'll just do these. Probably do these. For right now. Let's get these up and then we'll get the bulletproof glass going. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're also gonna have to repaint that because I don't want all that blue like that. Make me all the bulletproof glass. We're gonna run back and forth here for a moment. It doesn't make sense to fly. I'm interested to see if this is airtight after we finish this. Yeah, I was thinking of making a bubble window. I mean, there can be a lot of stuff changed on this down the line. But I want to get this to a place where we could actually plant a seed inside. And breathe inside and sleep inside. Really what I want to get to in the next 30 minutes. Is to seal this up. Because then we can just work inside. If we can just get access to the parts. Okay. Let's go grab some ice. Let's dump off these parts. Let's grab a handful of ice and throw it in the cargo container. Wait, we don't even need the ice. We have the oxygen tank. What am I talking about? Let's do it without the ice first. I accidentally put a block in here, apparently.
Inventory full.
Yeah, so we're sealed in here right now. Actually, don't think that looks bad. The aesthetics of this don't really match that, though. Have a nice skylight up there. We could come potate. We could potate. That's not what I was going to try to say. We could come put a potato in there. Unknown signal. I think we get a potato. This is what? Water level. No, yeah, we need the irrigation. Why isn't the irrigation doing its thing? Love that this has a cargo port on the survival kit. I wonder why our irrigation block isn't irrigating. Is it? Water level low. Yeah, there we go. I didn't make this sealed yet, though. Because I was thinking of having... What was I thinking of having? What is this? Not a toilet, not a toilet. Armory. I was thinking of having an armory right here. Do I have parts for that at all? No. Luckily, I haven't planted anything yet. We could potate. An armory? And then a conveyor. Do I have a... Or not a conveyor, one of these. Okay. Corridor. Yeah. So I was thinking of having the armory on that side. We're also going to need a light, so maybe we'll need an X. An armory on one side and a light on the other. Where did I put that armory? Where did I put that armory? There it is, there it is. and then a light on this side. Might not have the parts for this. Enough to get that up like so. Then we actually have somewhat of an airlock in here. You just spray snow. Are you me? Okay, let's go grab a seed. And some more ice, probably. That's kind of funny, David. Let's grab our seeds. No, into my inventory. Seed. Fruit seeds. Where's our potato? I just saw them. Potato. Oh, those are potatoes. We're gonna have to make that into seeds. We have mushroom spores, okay. Let us actually go to here real quick. Inventory. Put this in here. We're also gonna need these to make these in the seeds, okay. What is hurting me? More. Just more. That's what's hurting me. Let's go plant our first potato, because that is all that matters in life right now. In our dark... Yeah, this is perfect mood lighting to plant potatoes. There we go, potatoes. Beat the game again. Boom. Okay, where's the conveyor port on this? There it is. Cargo. Oh, this one all in grid, whatever. Can I just pause this stuff? Acid rain, yeah. Acid rain is kicking my butt. I like this view. I'm not a fan of the other side right now, but we might not... I mean, there's not really much to view out that side. Hey, Grumpo-matic, how are you doing? So what do we have to do? We have like a little over 20 minutes. Any unknown? We have an unknown signal. Let's go check that unknown signal. That is not fully finished, but we can deal with that later. Let our potatoes potate. We'll go grab that unknown signal. You also need an air fryer so we can fry those potatoes into French fries. Yeah, I need to make French fries as a recipe first. Pretty sure I'm gonna do French fries instead of potato chips. I hope you're not having acid rain on Mars, David. I'd be a little worried.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. I love that redemption. It might just be my favorite one. Oh, it's another one of you. Okay, we didn't grind. Go away, stupid storm. Come on. Let me get out of the storm. Let me press this button. Loot this. Get nothing. Get some nickel. And then grind everything. Or not. Not yet. Acid rain is pretty rough. It is pretty rough. Go away. Okay. Oh, did you try to do it with a singular before, Chad? Potatoes got a potate. Sabroids raise your heart rate. Nice, nice. I like when people turn things into songs like that. It's usually Chad's job. Chad, that's your job. He's stealing your job. I'm liking our new outpost. It's coming along. It is coming along. Okay, now what are we gonna do? We have that at least. Move the power flower is probably what we should do right now. So where do I want to do that? Off of this building. But honestly, run it up this side right here. What's the harm in doing that? Except that this is... I made this even on the side. Had to sleep in because I covered graveyard tent. Aw, Game Dork. It's a rough shift. It's great to see you though, Game Dork. Light duty for another day too. I'm allowing temporary fill-ins. Okay, that makes sense, Jen. Won't it be easier to extend the landing port out further rather than move the power? Well, I want to move it anyway because it's not optimal where it is, Sweeney. We need a higher, more clearance. Need some lights inside to see the crop. We don't want that. We don't want the what is our forward? That's not our forward. Which camera's which? That's our docking camera. Or there's our forward camera 6. We don't want to just like look in. Well, that's a little dangerous. Let's not do that. I guess we could use our docking to look and spy on our potatoes. Spying on our potatoes. It's less rough when you give yourself enough sleep, yeah. I still don't... It doesn't feel good. Even if I get enough sleep. But yeah, it is probably less rough. We could run scaffolding off here and do one to the front, but that would be in the way of our window. I think where I want to do the power flower. I want to get rid of everything down there on the ice, ideally, because I don't like this connection right here, this temporary connection. There's no way to make this look great. There's no like angled conveyors or anything that we could run like a conveyor line. We'd have to do something with like hinges and pipes and run that down there. We could run one right here. I was thinking of doing a dock for this, but probably not a good idea to put a dock for this near the power flower. That could be accident prone. If I do it off the sides though, no matter what, it's going to be off-centered. I did even. So we could bring it off one of these. I didn't even see I have that still. Stop it, corrosive elements. Stop. Okay, that is crazy. Okay, we're not building outside right now. 3-tier step down building production. That actually is not a bad idea, Grumpomatic. It's actually like connecting these up and doing different platforms all the way down and using stairs. So hold on. Yeah, we might be able to do stairs from here and then they would reach a different level. We can just have like tiered levels down. As long as it doesn't block the visual for that window. That is an idea. Are we going after the... Yeah, I can't figure out where I'm doing this power flower right now, so I'm going after this unknown signal. The fact that that's even is slightly bothering me. I could just be like Game Door. I can dig tunnels underneath everything. He does a really good job of connecting up buildings like that. Sloped roofs. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chad. Ooh, a field research outpost. There's a field research outpost out there. It's definitely something we're going to hit on Thursday. Your wee house is pressurized and they're... I couldn't even read that if I wanted to. Yay, my wee house is pressurized. Are we Canadian? And there's May mooses loose. Your mooses are loose? Don't talk about gooses. You might summon Rev back. Which is not a bad thing. To summon Rev. Ooh, look, a modular container. Alright. Why is the button all the way up there? Come down. If you build a powerful enough telescope at your base, would you be able to see EC's base on Mars? I don't know. I'm pretty far from Mars. That's Titan. I don't even see Mars. Do we have Mars anywhere visually? I don't think so. What do we have? Potatoes and banana beef. Potatoes and banana beef. Just cut that out and grab that. Oh, it's Scottish. I was thinking Canadian. Whoops. Silly gooses. That almost sounds like the silly gooses. Tricks are for kids. Let's head this way. No, we really don't have the battery to do that. Let's not head that way. I'm just worried we're not gonna see. What direction is that? What direction is that? Like west? 2.5 points left of west. Sure look like Mars. No, it's Titan. We're on alien planet. Mars isn't very close to alien planet. It's about 3,000 kilometers from alien planet. Could we charge up real quick? Go check our potatoes. That's what we're gonna do. As we wrap things up here. Oh, we need to change our day inside the Iron Kite. Let's change our day inside the Iron Kite. Get this charging. Go check our potato. Good, we can still see that field research outpost. Let's change our day. Day 27. We made pretty good progress today, honestly. Let's go check on our potatoes. 10 minutes left of the stream. Zoom over and GPS as a reminder. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we can get that recharging for a little bit. We could also take the iron kite over there. That might be a better bet. Where am I going? I want to look at my potato. Potato. 70%. Hooray. Hooray. I mean, I wonder what the lifespan on that is. What do we just take the kite right now? It's to 86. You're crazy. Let's just grab the kite. That'd be smarter to take her. We have a gun now. This close, right? Yeah. Is this off stockpiles? Yeah. What is our turret aimed at? Let's check their turret real quick. Not at neutral, okay. It's just smarter to take this anyway, because we at least have a Gatling gun. Yeah, that might be done charging. Or the potatoes probably be done. We'll probably see the potato next episode. By Chad's math, we have only a single stream left. I don't want to live in Chad years. I've never launched this into the power flower. Chad. Chad, remember how I said I hope you feel better? No, I'm kidding. I do hope you feel better. This field research doesn't start attacking me, right? I can't remember. Unidentified craft, please maintain your... No. You're just a field research outpost. I don't have to listen to you. You're not my real dad. Do we want to snipe out the turrets with this? It's still kind of dark, though. We could technically snipe out the turrets. So I don't see a place to park safely away from this. We also could turn our turret. Hold on. Let's get our turrets. Right here, target neutrals on off. Go to our turret. What is it targeting right now? What's subsystem? Weapons. We could also do it like that. If we go to our turret, what can we see right now? Yeah, so we could just do it like this. Do we want to do it like this? Is this smarter, or do we just want to go in and grind it out? I also don't think this is going to attack us. Is there any other weapons? Is that a turret? That kind of looks like a turret right there. I at least have to turn on neutrals if this goes really bad. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Control. Why am I going so far? Yeah, that's a single turret right there. I think we could take this and not have to worry about anything. Where's the antenna? That's the beacon. Hold on. I want to know where the other turrets are before we do this. In Chad years, you're 10,000 years old. Probably. God, that boom. Are you serious? Who did that? That was Prime. Prime, you got me. You got me, Prime. So we have a turret. We have the antenna right there. Let us go here. No, let's go turret. Control. We have that turret right there. We actually have 2 visible turrets right here, but I think we could take them out pretty quick, and then the antenna. Is there another turret? Is there another turret? No. That was the 2 turrets. Okay, good. We did take some hits somewhere, but not that bad. Let's find a pretty flat place. Let's save. Oh, look, it just saved there. I still don't trust it. Let's save. And land. Chat, I just looked at chat. Okay. Let's check what we got. That was all the turrets, right? Yeah, that turret right there. Grab the scrap. And then there was that other turret over there. How do you get up into this thing? I thought there was used to be ladders. Yeah, if only the redeem was faster. Prime, you did get me pretty good though. I actually like this base. I think there's a refinery on it. There might even be an assembler on this. Let's actually do that there. That there. Then we'll just go right through this. Oh, this is the base. I know this base. Nice, nice. Ooh. I'm seeing food. This is not the base I was thinking it was. Yeah, I saw it. Hashtag blame me. Hey, look, it's a fake bed. Okay, what do we have in here? Let's just look at our loot real quick. Iron, cobalt, magnesium, gold, silver, platinum, silver, ice. Let's claim this real quick. Oh, what do we have in here real quick? Cobalt. Anything good in here? Prototech scrap, nickel, ice, iron. Yes, this was a nice haul. A really nice haul. I think we have stuff up here. No? Notice I am sorry. We'll read that next time. We got kelp crisp, burrito, and vegetables. That's awesome. So we're gonna sit right here and do our little outro right here. It has been 3 hours. That means it's time to wrap up the stream. If you liked the stream, consider liking the stream. That seems redundant, but it helps. Every little bit helps. The best free ways to support me is to subscribe and like the videos and the streams. Be on the lookout for Friday. Episode 4, Building the Flying Miners of my Beginner's Guide series will be out, along with both blueprints of the miners in the episode. Anything else? If you want to support a cause, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I currently have merch. Show me your tatties, however you want to pronounce that. It is an awesome design. 50% of all of those t-shirt sales will go to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Foundation. I've just learned how to speak. You are all awesome. Thank you all for being here. Join the Discord if you're not part of the Discord. We have an awesome community. We're close to 3,000 subscribers. Creation Showcase when that happens. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And I will see you all Thursday. Thank you all for being here. Look at that double merch. Dr. H and David. Double merch. Words are hard, Game Dork.